Right now, guys, I'm feeling especially grateful because I found myself arguably the best guide here in Cologne. Here she is, the one and only Stephanie. I have to concentrate because, as you can see, we are on bicycles, doing a little bit of exercise. Good idea. I'm going to miss this bicycle, it served me well. Okay guys, time to become a man of God. Wow! In terms of cathedrals in Germany, Stephanie, this is the biggest?
I would say definitely the tallest, yeah. Definitely the tallest.
But how tall is the Cologne Cathedral, you may ask? And the answer is a staggering 157 meters. Which, considering it was built in an era when there was no electricity, makes it especially impressive. I can understand why Stephanie believed it is the biggest cathedral in Germany, but actually this title goes to Ulm Cathedral, which stands at a height of 161 meters, so just a little bit taller. Oh my god, I feel like I'm in Harry Potter. Whoa. It's cool. Right guys, as me and Stephanie have been walking around this cathedral, which, by the way, is the third tallest cathedral in the whole of Europe. I know that because Stephanie googled it. Thank you, Stephanie. Danke schön. And we've just come across this really interesting scene, biblical scene, I guess. This man, as you can see, he's not looking so healthy, unfortunately. We think this is like a remembrance corner where you come, and if you've lost a loved one, you can light a candle. And then over here, this is really interesting. Here is a notepad with lots of different messages written in German. So let me just read one for you now. This one says, "I hope that my two sons can find the righteous path." This one here says, "I hope that my father can recover properly from his operation." And then finally, what does this one say? Something to do with the sister? Sister?
With the sister.
Okay guys, I need to be honest, I obviously don't understand what this says. Stephanie is translating for me.
Hilf meiner Schwester in ihrer schweren Situation. Hilf my sister in her difficult situation.
Wow. So they put a lot of faith but they believe that God is going to help them.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Maybe the doctors could be better. But yeah, as you can see, these people are obviously very pious and very religious, and it's clear from these statements that they truly believe that God is all-powerful and He can help them or their loved ones to lead a healthy and happy life. So, there you go. Okay, let's continue the exploration. Next, I made two new friends from Turkey, and since I can speak a little bit of Turkish, I had to say hello. Okay guys, so I'm here with my two new arkadaşlar, and my friend here is studying mechanical engineering, right?
Yeah, I'm studying.
How long have you been in Cologne?
I've been in since 2020, so 2 years, yeah.
2 years, okay. And Stephanie, this is going to be interesting. What is your favorite thing about Cologne?
Yeah, my favorite thing is like the history actually. Like,
oh, wow. What is the local name for this cathedral?
Yeah, super. Actually, I don't live in Köln. I live in Solingen, so I visit here, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called?
I can help you, it's Dom.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, you know this.
Yeah, I know Dom.
Maybe it's such an obvious question. Okay, yeah. I just learned this today, actually. Stephanie was kind enough to tell me.
Kölner Dom.
I'm the ignorant one. I don't really know so much, yeah. And how does Germany and Turkey, what is the main differences in the culture?
Okay, yeah, like culture is different, obviously. Yes. So different people, different countries. Yeah, also the history is different.
I met many friends. They were born in Germany but have Turkish heritage, which is really cool.
There are also Turkish people here as well.
It's awesome.
So actually, they came here about 20, 30 years before.
Wow.
Ago, and
For better opportunity,
yeah, for better opportunity and
Yeah.
for work and all the purposes.
Understandably,
They stayed there then. Yeah.
Ah, that's awesome. Okay, my friends, thank you so much. Teşekkürler ederim kankas.
Thank
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. My friends, nice to meet you. Mena modum. And there you go, guys. The Cologne Cathedral in all its glory. Dankeschön, thank you. My friends, just one question. How to say hallelujah in German? Hallelujah. Oh, same. Okay, thank you. Time for a traditional German culinary experience. Okay guys, as you can see, me and Stephanie are no longer in the cathedral, and that is because both of our stomachs are rumbling. We are extremely hungry, and what better place to come to than a local Brauhaus. Like an eyebrow, Brauhaus. And for those who don't know, a Brauhaus, traditionally speaking, is a brewery, a place where they make beer. And here in Germany, if you enter this particular type of establishment, a Brauhaus, what you can expect are two things: some delicious German food and a lot of beer. So that's what we're here for today. We're here for the true German experience. So yeah, so the next thing we need to do, guys, is decide what food we want. So here's the menu. So here it is. Thankfully for me, it has an English translation. Cologne Classics, that's what we want. Roasty black pudding with Galfag cloche, sauce, mashed potato, apples and fried. That sounds decent.
Yeah, sounds good.
Here he is. Shukran. Shukriya. Shukran, Habibi. Shukran. Okay, we'll take this. So if you ever come to Cologne, you have to drink the Kölsch, yes, indeed.
Kölsch, Habibi.
Okay, Prost to Said, the best waiter. To Said. It just tastes like any other beer I've ever tried, but it's refreshing. Traditionally, here in Cologne, they serve beer a little bit differently to back in England. They serve it in these cute little glasses because German beer cannot drink a lot of beer. German people, sorry. Oh, the irony.
That's a lie.
Nah, I'm joking. That's a lie. Thank you, my friend. Dankeschön. Okay, here we go. Oh, no way. You said you were getting a small portion. That doesn't look so small to me, Stephanie.
True.
Mine's smaller. It's not the wrong way around.
No. But we can
Let's go and go.
share.
Right, guys, as you can see, our food has finally been delivered. And considering the number of people in this restaurant right now, it was pretty quick actually. It was very fast service and very professional. We definitely got lucky with our waiter. He's super friendly, and Stephanie actually told me typically when you come to a Brauhaus, the waiters, and what I've been told before coming to Germany, German people have a reputation for being very emotionless, and internationally I think German people, and I will argue unfairly, have a reputation for being quite cold and lacking emotion. Efficient, let's say they're very efficient, like robots. But here actually our waiter, he welcomed us with a smile. He's extremely friendly. But anyway, let's talk about the food. I've forgotten the name.
Himmel und
Himmel und Ed. So let's begin with the name of this dish. The name of this dish is Said Himmel und Erd. Yes, indeed.
Johnny B. What's your name?
Scott. Nice to meet you, Said. Yes.
Scott.
Assalamu alaikum. Oh, astaghfirullah. Yeah.
Scott.
Astaghfirullah. Haram. I will explain what I said in a second. So the name of this meal is Himmel und Erd. Stephanie has just spent the last 5 minutes teaching me how to say it because German is a struggle sometimes. But let me translate it into English for you because there's actually a really interesting story behind the name of this meal. Himmel means sky, und means and Ed means the ground, soil. And the reason why it's called this, and this is why it's so interesting in my opinion, is because if you look at the ingredients, this here is applesauce, and then this here is potato. And as I'm sure you all know, at least I hope you know, that apples, unlike potatoes, apples grow in the tree. So the sky is a metaphor for the tree, and then the ground represents the potato. So now it makes more sense, right? The English translation would be the sky and the ground, or the apples and the potatoes. The sky representing the apples and the ground representing the potatoes. Sorry for any migraines caused as a result of my explanation about apples and potatoes. Okay, that's enough for our German language lesson today. Now it's time to enjoy this meal before it gets cold. Perhaps it's already cold because it took us a long time to get to this point. I'm going to go and have a big mouthful. I will have a mouthful, Stephanie. And also this here is black pudding and this is fried onions. So I'm going to have a big mouthful. So I'm going to get the Himmel and then I'm going to get some of the Ed and I want to teach you another extremely important phrase if you ever come to Germany. Guten Appetit. Guten Appetit? Appetit, not appetite. Appetite. Which is Guten Appetit, which, as you can probably guess, is Bon Appetit. So, Guten Appetit.
But I'm saying that's not a thing. It's not coming up. So I don't know where that is.
It's actually very tasty. Wow.
I didn't think.
The mashed potato dissolves in your mouth. You have the crunchiness of the fried onions, which is well complemented with the black pudding. This is a good hearty meal. Okay, I need to let Stephanie eat now. She's been so kind to hold the camera, but okay, Stephanie, you did great, thank you. So guys, in case you was wondering, this is what the black pudding looks like on the inside. So I know on appearance it might not look very appetizing or delicious, but it is actually really nice. And here's the other stuff, mashed potato, gravy. In many respects, this meal is very similar to English food, because in England we also like everything that is on this plate. We love black pudding, especially with an English breakfast. We love mashed potato, we love applesauce, and we love gravy. So yeah, I see some similarities. Okay guys, I can breathe now. I finished my fantastic German meal, and now it's time to finish our traditional, I don't even know how to say it properly, Stephanie. And now it's time to enjoy our final gauche. But before I do that, I want to talk about another really interesting tradition that they have in this type of bar, in the Brauhaus, and that is when you are drinking this particular type of beer in this interesting style of glass, whenever you are nearing the bottom of it, if you leave it on the table like this, the waiter, who in our case is our new friend Saeed, if he sees a cup like this, he will automatically come over and give you a fresh beer. And we both learned this the hard way before. If you are feeling a little bit intoxicated and you think, okay, I don't want to drink anymore, you have to do one thing, and you need to get the placard and you have to put it over the beer like this. This, in other words, means enough. I don't want any more. So yeah, there you go. So if you ever come to a brew house and you've drank too much beer, don't forget to put this over the cup.
This in Cologne. Not everywhere in Germany.
Yeah. Okay. Stephanie just reminded me of an important piece of information. This tradition is only found here in Cologne, so it doesn't work outside of Cologne. So yes, if you come to Cologne, don't forget to put it over your beer. Prost! It's funny how life works in such spontaneous ways. I'm reporting to you live from Cologne, and me and Stephanie have had a fantastic day together. And as we took a bicycle ride back to her neighborhood, we decided to go for one final Klosch, which is one of these extremely small beers, just 0.20 of a liter. And as we went into the pub, there was a group of people celebrating someone's birthday, their 30th birthday. One of the people was going to the toilet. I said a quick hello. I said, "Is it your birthday?" She said, "No, it's my boyfriend's." And then we were invited over. And now I think 3 or 4 hours has passed. We have drank copious amounts of the Klosch beer. And even though I've been told how to pronounce the name of this beer innumerable times, so many times tonight, I still cannot pronounce it properly. But I want to introduce you to my new friends that we've made tonight, spontaneously. So I'm going to start with the tallest of the group, and this gentleman here is arguably the best drummer in the whole of Cologne. And he's part of a not new but definitely up and coming band.
Mostly up and coming.
Called
Futur 3, or as you call
in
it,
English,
Future.
Future, and then a number 3 at the end.
Right.
I'm going to put a link in the description. Guys, there's one extremely special guest that I have to introduce to you all, and it's the Mr. Birthday Boy himself. Come on, Balloon.
Hey, come on! It's a 30. Let's go.
This is my colleague. My colleague. This is my Buddha.
Yeah.
My brother.
Definitely.
This is my Jung. How to say Jung? How do you say
Jung.
This is my Jung.
Coach Jung.
And today he's 30 years young.
Yeah,
Not
man.
old. 30 years young.
Definitely.
And he's had an awesome evening.
It was beautiful.
And he nearly forgot his
balloon.
balloons. It was that good. He was having so much fun that he nearly forgot his balloons. But somebody reminded him. I wonder who. Yes, it was me.
I thank
Look
you for
after
that.
them, man.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome, man. Yes.
Hey, good stuff, man. Good.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to check out my other videos, hit the subscribe button, and if you're feeling generous, take a trip to my Patreon page, the link for which can be found in the description below. See you next time. Auf Wiedersehen.